Hello guys, welcome you all on my YouTube channel BPTC Brilliant Partner Teaching Club. Today we are going to know about matter in our surrounding, which is the first chapter of our class 9th NCERT Science. And in the end of this video, I hope you are able to gain so much knowledge by this video. Okay, so listen carefully, and we learn so many things with so much fun. Okay, so let's start. Matter in our surrounding. Okay, so first of all, what is matter? I hope that about matter you know about from the 7th class. From the starting of 7th class, we start the knowing about what is matter, define matter, explain matter. So first of all, we describe, explain, or define what is matter. Anything that occupy a space and have some mass and have some resistance. Okay, just explaining what is the meaning of this definition. Like taking example. First of all, in my hand the marker is available. So what is a marker is also an example of matter. Why? Because it have some mass, it occupy a space, and it has some resistance. Okay, and even in our surrounding the air is present, and air is also an example of matter. Why? Because it has some mass and it occupies some space and it has some resistance. You feel its resistance when you travel with bicycle. You saw that the resistance, or even when you saw that a man fall from a aircraft with the help of parachute, you saw that why he slowly fallen down towards the earth. Why it's happened? Because air has some resistance which resists it, which helps them to fall them on the earth slowly, and he is slowly fall on the earth. Okay, so till now we know that what is matter and we define that. Okay, let's start. According to our some Indian ancient philosopher, he said that any material or any matter in our surrounding are made up of five things. Okay, and these 5 things are known as Panch Tattva. Okay, and what are these 5 things? First is Panch Tattva. First, air. Second, water. Third, sky. Fourth, fire. And last one, fifth is what is earth. It means that but according to the ancient philosophers, what that the any material or matter is made up of only these 5 things. And what are these? I'm just zoom out what is I have written, that you are easily see that. Our first one is air, second one is water, sky, fire, and earth. But this is according to the Indian philosophers and Indian ancient philosophers. These are ancient philosophers. But what about the modern scientists? Nowadays in India, not as ancient philosophers are available. Our technology is so developed, many countries are developed, but India are now developing country, and I hope India being also a developed country very soon. I am just waiting about for this, but know about what is the thought given by the modern scientists. According to the modern scientists, he classified the nowadays matter in 2 types. Yes, 2 types. What are these classifications? First is according to our modern scientists. First one is modern scientist classification. Okay, we firstly write this classification. classification. Okay, what are these classification? First one is physical classification, and second one is first one is physical classification, and second one is chemical classification. Once again, I am just zooming out what I have written here. Just see that, and if you want to note this as a note, so you can write. I have not write in the form of notes because I am spending so much time to note it. So you can prepare your notes by your own, and by preparing these notes by own, you are able to learn 50% of this part. Okay, so note it. I hope you have noted that. Okay, so firstly I erase it. Just I am explaining that the thoughts of the ancient philosophers and the modern scientists. But in this chapter we are going to know about the thoughts of modern scientists, and which thought, either it is physical classification or chemical classification. But according to this topic, matter in our surrounding, we are going to know about the physical classification of the matter. Okay, so according to the physical classification of the matter is divided into 5 states. And what are these 5 states? Firstly, I am going to make the flow chart, and with me you are also noting it in your copy. Okay, so let's start. Once again, I writing our chapter name. What I have told to spend? Yeah, I remember. 5 types of its state. Which states? Which are these steps? States. Yes. Firstly, I make the flow chart. By the help of flow chart, you are able to know or learn these things very easily. Okay, our matter, solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and BET. Sorry, BET, not BET, it's BEC. Sorry. And what is the full form of this BEC? Bose-Einstein condensate. We have to know. Just I am giving in this video about short brief summary about plasma and BEC, because we have don't allowed to know about this plasma and BEC in class 9. Okay, so this we have to learn it in class 11, but we have to take some idea about this plasma and BEC, Bose-Einstein condensate. But we have to learn these 3 in D. Okay, so, and again we have divided this solid into 2 parts. What are these? Crystalline solid and amorphous solid. Amorphous solid. Just note it. And sorry because my handwriting is not perfect because I am not habitual of the marker, but day by day I am going to be habitual. And please cooperate because this is my first video. Okay, and after seeing this video, if you are happy, so you like it, share it, and also comment. So guys, so now we are going to point by point explaining the state. Okay, our first state is solid. Solid. Okay. Oh, sorry. But before this step, we have to know about some terms. Okay. And what are these terms? And these terms are here I explain these terms. First term is intermolecular or interatomic space. By saying this word space, you have getting so much idea about this term and intermolecular space or interatomic space. These both terms are so relatable. That's why I am relating or telling or. Okay, so just see that. Let it be any matter. We suppose that let it be matter like box. Okay, matter like box. Any matter like box. But we know that any matter or any particle or any, even it is marker, air, ball, pen, cardboard, blackboard, whiteboard, bulb, wire, fan, anything matter that is matter is made up of atoms or molecule. Okay, so let it be, we assume that there is one atom, again there is atom, so much atom. Okay, so there is one intermolecular space. Okay, intermolecular space means that and we know that the molecule is forms by the combination or combining of atom. Okay, so let it be there is a one molecule. These two atoms form one molecule. Let it be. So and another molecule is this. Let it be. So the distance between this or this molecule, the distance between this or this molecule is known as intermolecular space, or and the distance between this atom or this atom is known as, what is known as, the distance between this atom and this atom is known as interatomic space. So by this example I had explained what is intermolecular space or what is interatomic space. Both are so relatable, but difference is only this, is that the difference between the distance between the two molecules, distance between two or more molecules in a matter is known as intermolecular space, and the distance between two or more atoms in a matter and only we can say that the distance between two or more atoms is known as interatomic space. Okay, so I hope you are able to understand what I am wanted or want to tell you and teach you. Okay, so note it or make it, but I just zoom out and explain once again what is this. And yes, that let it be again. I am explaining. This is any matter. You can tell it this is a box, and it is made up of so much atom. And after this, the distance between the two molecules, the distance between two or more molecules is known as is known as the intermolecular space or the distance, and the distance between two atoms, two or more atoms, is known as interatomic space. Okay, our next topic. What is our next term? I am explaining these terms because by the explaining of these terms, you will very easily understand the characteristics or the property of these states, so, whether it is solid, liquid or gas. Okay, all these things are same, but its amount are varies. Like that, the intermolecular space is so much less in solid. That's why it is solid and so hard. But this intermolecular space is very high. Its quantity is high. That's why liquid is as a fluid. And I explaining also a fluid. What is fluid in my these terms? Okay, our second term. Intermolecular or interatomic force of attraction. And now our term is intermolecular force of attraction or interatomic force of attraction. What is this term? What is this point? This point deals that, again we take an example, but now time I thinking that I am going to take another example, but what I take, let it be ball, football, anything you call this. Okay, it is also made up of so much atoms or molecules. Let it be. Okay. Let we assume that in this ball 3 atoms forms one molecule, and here 3 atoms combine and forms one molecule. Okay, so after this, the force applied by these two molecules on each other to attract each other is known as intermolecular force of attraction. But here there is also the force applied by one atom on another and the force applied by another atom on one atom to attract each other is known as interatomic force of attraction. Only here difference is in the intermolecular space or interatomic space. We measuring the quantity of distance, but here we measuring the quantity of its force. The force applied by one molecule on another, or by another molecule on another. And here the force applied by one molecule on another molecule, or by the another molecule on first one, is for attracting each other, is known as intermolecular force of attraction. But interatomic force of attraction, the force applied by the atom on one atom to another atom to attract each other, is known as interatomic force of attraction. Okay, but the question arises here, or one question is related not given or experiment. You can tell this in our NCERT class 9 book, science book, in chemistry part. Why this type of attraction is required? What is the need of this attraction, force of attraction, which we call that? The very most important point is that without this force of attraction, no any matter are formed. These are the main reason. Because let it be this molecule and my hand is this molecule. When we attract this and this attract this, then it will form any one new metal, not metal, any new metal. So without force, no any new matter can it be able to form. Okay, so force of attraction is required for forming any matter. Okay, so our second point is clear, and I hope you are able to understand what I am talking, and please cooperate me because I am new on YouTube channel, and I hope very fastly fulfilled my mistakes. Okay, so please cooperate me. Our third point, excuse me, in the starting I had told that AI is also a type of matter. Anyone say that? Can you explain this? How this air is how this air is matter? Can you explain it? Then we have done to hesitate it, and we have strictly to say that, fastly to say that by taking an example. And what is this example? Firstly, this is thread. This is thread, stick, and thread, balloon, and here air filled balloon. Okay, so I have just drawn incorrectly, but I just improve it. Here we see that this air filled balloon has more mass than this unfilled air balloon. Okay, you can absorb this. Here my figure is not properly I have drawn, but you can experiment it, and I hope you do this experiment at your home. And it is very simple experiment. By this you can experiment it in any one which have which don't know, or you prove that by this example you are able to prove this air is also a type of matter. Okay, our next point is fluid. What is fluid? Third point, fluid. Fluid. What is fluid? Any matter which have capability to flow is known as fluid. Flow, it means that either it is air or it is water. Anything which has capability or ability to flow in any environment is known as fluid. Simple. It is not so much hard. Okay. So anything which has capability to flow is known as fluid. Okay, this is our third point. So guys, I am explaining this. Okay, our fourth term. Our fourth term is diffusion. Very much important topic. Okay, what is diffusion? It is very important, and this is new, this topic is new for us because we have to know this topic in class 9. What is diffusion? The intermolecular or interatomic exchange of the gaseous molecule or air molecule with each other is known as diffusion. Okay, we take simple example. Even it is incense stick or my mother and any cook which is cooking in the kitchen, and we are sitting very far away from the kitchen, but we smell it. What is cooking in the kitchen? Why it happening? Is there any reason behind it? Yes, there is a reason. What is this reason? This is the reason, diffusion. What is diffusion? The exchange of or inter-exchange of the air molecule and the cooking food molecule with each other. And we know that the molecules have the tendency to flow from air molecules or food molecules that are in gaseous form. These have the tendency to move out or float them. Why? Because air is also a type of what? Fluid, and this can travel from one place to another place. Okay, that's why this diffusion, the food that is cooked in the kitchen and we are sitting in very far away from here, but we are able to smell it. What is cooking in the kitchen? So behind this, the reason is this. What is diffusion? The inter-exchange of air molecule with other molecule is known as diffusion. Okay, and our other example is incense stick. Okay, what is incense stick? Incense stick is burning in temple or in our home, and we are traveling or go from one place to another by the roadside, and we smell it. There is burning incense stick. Why this happen? Again, the reason is diffusion. What this diffusion is? The air molecule and the incense stick, after coming gaseous state, is interchange there. In the exchanging, and after exchanging it flow from one place to another, and by this a roadside person can smell this incense stick. Okay, our third example, we take also third example. Our third example is what? Our third example is perfume. Perfume, we can take perfume. Why we take perfume? Because when we spray one separate perfume, we smell. Why? Where we go, perfume has not tendency to move from us by using, because by this we are not able to smell it, and okay, and we cannot utilize this uses by which purpose we brought it from the market. That's why it's not fully diffused, but some few molecules it diffused. Okay, what point is also clear. Diffusion. What is diffusion? One experiment we have to also see in the class 9 NCERT book. What is this? This topic is matter is made up of teeny particles. This matter is made up of teeny particles, and it moves from one place to another place. So in this we can prove, we can also prove this. Like in math, by which there is so much method by which we prove so much its proof. Okay, theorems. So what we doing this experiment? This experiment, firstly we take potassium permanganate, and we know that the symbol of potassium is K. Why this K? Because potassium, the Latin name of potassium is kalium, and it's due to its Latin name kalium, its name to be potassium. So here we take potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate, okay? And it has a specific color. And first we mix 10 ml of potassium permanganate. 10 ml of potassium permanganate. We mix it in first beaker of 100 ml. Let me get 100 ml beaker. We take 5 beakers of 100 ml. And what is this 100 ml? 100 ml water in each beaker. And these beakers are 5. Okay, this and each are 100 ml of water, containing 100 ml of water. Okay. One minute. Okay, this. And now we mix 10 ml of potassium permanganate in it. Okay, and after this, once a minute. Yeah, 100 ml. Firstly, we mix potassium permanganate in 10 ml. And we stir it. We stir it. After stirring, we see that 10 ml of potassium permanganate fully mixed and it fully changed the color of water. We know that the water has no color; it is colorless. But it has a color. And why it happened? Because we had mixed the potassium permanganate in it 10 ml. And now we take, after stirring it and mixing it, we take another 10 ml of potassium permanganate and stir in it this 100 ml. It has also changed its color, but not like AC. Okay, it has also color, but it is lightly by this. Again this and this and this. And after finally we see that by the steps when we take and mix, once upon a time when the water is also getting their color, but we have not known about it. We have to show that the matter is made up of tiny particles. Why? That's why the 10 ml of this potassium permanganate also is in it, not 10 ml. After mixing it, we take when we take 10 ml of water from it, it happens there is 2 ml of potassium permanganate we take, so in it, and these colors are lightly happens. Okay, so by this experiment we explain that the matter is made up of tiny particles. Okay, and this video is our part 1 video. Okay, and guys, if you have any comment, if you have any doubt, any query, that you after this you can comment me. Okay, and you have not even to comment, then I give in my email address. You can email it. My email ID is gmail.com. All the letters are in small. No one even one of these is in. None of them is in the bold letters. All of them are in the capital letters. So all of them are in the small letters. Yeah, Brilliance Partner Teaching Club @gmail.com. My email ID. You can comment on me this email ID, and I give you the reply very soon as possible, as soon as possible. Okay. So our next topic. So now we have so much stuff, and let's start its steps. And if I think there is anything that is left, so I explain it. So I want to say that about the states of the matter, that is matter, solid, liquid, gas, plasma, Bose-Einstein condensate. I will explain it my part 2, and I tell this my part 2 video is coming as soon as possible, very soon. So let's get ready by just seeing this video, and I hope you learn this and enjoy this. And also I say that if you think or see any mistake that happens with me or in me, that by that I'm not able to explain you what I have to do for better explaining, better handwriting, so you can advise me. Okay. That's why you also uses this brilliant partner teaching club @gmail.com, his email ID for this advice. Okay, and I request, please give me advice. That's why I am being a good, what, not teacher but good instructor related to science and maths. Thank you guys for spending so much time with me. Okay, bye.